Today, I wanted to talk about the importance of thinking big. All right, thinking big. And I will say what helped inspire me is over the weekend, had the chance to attend JV Crumb's Mindset to Millions workshop. And one of the things that it reminded me of is one of the best books I've ever read in my entire life was the book called Thinking Big by Dr. David Schwartz. All right, or The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David Schwartz. And one of the things he talks about is that humans are natural problem solvers. All right, humans are natural problem solvers. So whenever you think of a question or a problem that you have, your brain is programmed to come up with answers. So if you ask yourself, how can I make $100? Guess what? Your brain's going to start figuring out, how can I make $100? If you ask yourself, how can I make $1,000? Your brain will start figuring out how to make $1,000. And if you're thinking big and you're going big and you're asking, how can I make $1 million, 10 million, 100 million, $1 billion? What does it look like to think like that? Your brain will naturally start to create answers for yourself. And so fortunately for us, we can leverage that to our own advantage, and we can put that in our own unique way. And the beauty of life too is that fortunately for us, there have been millions, if not billions of people before us. And a lot of those people have found the answers that we desire. They know the answers, whether it's through books, whether it's through mentors, whether it's through articles, videos. There's a lot of people out there who have what you already want. And so once you know what you want, whether you want to be making thousands, millions, billions of dollars in your lifetime, you can start to figure out how you can get there, who you can ask, how to approach it, and how to go about it. And so I just really want to encourage you all today, and I'm encouraging myself too. A lot of these videos are to remind myself as well that if you're going to think big. All right. If you're going to think big. So whether you're putting on a nonprofit fundraiser and you're asking yourself, how can I raise $10,000 for this nonprofit? Rather than asking how you can raise $10,000, ask yourself, how can you raise $100,000? Whenever you want to go to the gym, rather than say, oh, I only want to lift 150, 200 pounds, why not see if you can lift 250 or 300 pounds and really get your muscles up? And so just a reminder to yourself too, one of the things that can help excite us as well is to 10x your goals. All right, so whatever goal that you have for yourself, ask yourself, how can I 10x that goal, and how can I reach that in half the time? There's a great book called Who Not How by Dr. Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan. And one of the things that they talk about is writing, what are your 5-year goals? Okay, what would you like to accomplish in the next 5 years with health-wise, wealth-wise, happiness-wise? What do you want to have? And then figure out, how can you accomplish that in the next 6 months? All right, what would it take to accomplish that in the next 6 months? And the beauty of that all as well is that you don't have to work extra hard. You don't have to over hustle and over stress, because you can ask yourself, the brain, once again, how can I make this easier for myself? How can I make this more enjoyable? How can I appreciate this process more, rather than having to over stress, be over frustrated about how you can get your results? And so that's one of the things that I'm telling myself a lot recently, is figuring out, how can I keep thinking big? How can I make the process simple? How can I enjoy the process? How can I make it fun? And then how can I make sure that by putting bigger, badass goals to make it even more exciting, and keep going about that. So if you feel like you're in a bit of a lull in your life, if you don't have that passion you're waking up with every single day, maybe you need bigger goals. And of course, you also don't want to overwhelm yourself either, because life's about breaking things down into smaller steps. If you know that you want to reach, if you want to make $10,000 in a day, what's that first step going to look like? What's that one action step to get you closer to your goal? And then it's just the compounding effect to keep compounding on top of that. So that's the topic of today's day, is to set huge, big goals, get yourself excited, get yourself motivated, understand a lot of people, a lot of resources already have the answer. Figure out how you can make the process simple, fun, break it down into smaller steps, and then be able to keep going from there. So if you have any questions, you have any comments, type it in the chat, type it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to talk more about big goals, how to reach them, definitely message me. Be happy to talk more about that. And otherwise, keep crushing your Wednesday, everyone. Cheers.